and welcome to episode 30 of Monster Madness 2025. We are continuing the Final Four with the other matchup of the week, and in this matchup, we have Gipsy Avenger versus Surtur. And let's first look at the monster profiles here. Gipsy Avenger's record coming into this bracket is 1-3. He now has a winning record. Gipsy now has a winning record going into the Final Four and is on a tear right now after beating Warbet. Surtur's record is 2-3 and is now on a winning record as well after having a 3-win streak in a row. Gipsy Avenger's height is 268 feet, while Surtur's standing at around 500 feet tall. Gipsy Avenger's best weapon is the plasma cannons, while Surtur's is the Twilight Sword. Gipsy Avenger's confirmed monster kills is 2, while Surtur's is 0. And Gipsy Avenger's status is destroyed, while Surtur's status is dead. And this matchup would be very interesting. I really was thinking this was going to be Godzilla versus Surtur in this matchup. But anyways, Gipsy Avenger earned his spot here, and Gipsy Avenger's in this fight. And I've got to say, this would be an interesting matchup. This is taking place in the Hollow Earth location. This could really be beneficial to either monster, I think. Gipsy Avenger does benefit, I think, with having buildings being in a city location, because that would allow Gipsy to dodge more. I think to dodge the sword, dodge the flamethrower from Surtur's Twilight Sword. I think being in a city would help. It's still possible for Gipsy to dodge with different environment, some of the trees around, but it is really like a more wide open space, not really anywhere for Gipsy to hide. So that could be a big factor and could help out Surtur a lot. I'm not sure how much the long distance weapon in the Twilight Sword would do, the actual flamethrower aspect. I don't know how much damage that'll do to Gipsy. I feel like he might be able to shake that off a decent amount. It's like every other matchup with Surtur. It really comes down to, can you kill Surtur? How do you kill Surtur? And the main way is to knock the crown off. And it comes down to, can that even happen? Gipsy Avenger would have to deal off a lot of damage to the head of Surtur to get the crown off. And does Gipsy have that kind of firepower? I don't know. The plasma cannon can do a lot of damage. Not sure how it would affect Surtur. He's not used to fighting another giant creature. Gipsy does have the chain sword, has the gravity sling, which really wouldn't have too much an effect here. Maybe Gipsy could chop the head off, at least chop the crown off. It is an avenue, but at the same time, Surtur is twice the size of Gipsy almost, and it's going to make a big difference. Gipsy's going to have to climb up Surtur, essentially. Surtur is so much bigger than Gipsy Avenger in this fight that's going to be a big factor. Surtur swinging his sword around will do a lot of damage. Any hit that Surtur lands onto Gipsy is going to do a lot of damage and is not going to be good. And ultimately, the way to kill Gipsy, we already know. You take out the pilots, the Jaeger's dead. So Surtur has his path to victory here. Gipsy's path is taking the crown off and is a big task with Surtur being so big, so tall, and having the deadly weapon. I have to give this win to Surtur, and I do think he will advance and move on to the championship round to face, I think, Shimo in the championship. I do think Surtur will win and move on to the championship round. But make sure you let me know down below who you think is going to win in this matchup. Who will move on to the championship of Monster Madness 2025. Keep an eye out for that poll coming out soon. And I will see you tomorrow for the update video to find out who is in the championship round.